Welcome to the Occupational Safety Leadership Podcast, episode number 254. And in today's episode, let's just spend a couple seconds and talk about micromanagement. So, I've done everything I can in my life just to train, educate folks, help folks, all that good stuff. Kind of give them a hey, here's what has to be done. Go do it. All that kind of stuff. Then, um, so when I see micromanagement, I think to myself, is the person doing it scared to lose control? They're scared that somebody won't do it the way they want it to be done, as opposed to it got done, but maybe not the way they wanted it to get done. Or is it literally that the person that they're managing has failed to do it over and over again, and now the person feels that they literally have to be there for every step, every decision, everything that has to happen out there. So both of the examples are really tough, of course, because there's a lot of people that are really awesome people and they're great, fun to talk to, tell great jokes, all that good stuff. And sometimes they just don't get it, you know. So there are others out there that um, they're just they give somebody a task, but they feel that if the task isn't done exactly the way they want it to be done, that it's going to be wrong. So they micro manage the person. They want them to come back, check in on every step. I want to hear your progress every day. I want to hear, and that's more of a reflection upon the person who's doing the micro managing as opposed to the employee out there. So if we have to go back and safety professionals after we've trained people, we've helped them out, we're coaching, we're doing things. If we feel that we have to micromanage the folks out there, we're probably not building a good system. We're probably building a system based on us, the safety professional, as opposed to being based on we've built a great system. And if I get hit by a bus on the way in, people are going to cry and they'll be sad, of course, for a day or two. But either way, the next person can come in, pick up exactly what that system is, hopefully make it better than what I did, of course, and kind of keep on chugging. So hopefully we haven't made it where we are the only person who can make a decision on certain things, which means we're really micro managing folks. We're really saying, even though we've sat down, we've gone over standards, procedures, SOPs, we've done training, we've done all this stuff, but either way, you do all that stuff, you bring it to me. I then say the yes or no. We're probably building a system that's based on us as opposed to the people out there. So I really want folks to go back and just this is not an episode about is there a good way or a bad way or like a 100% binary yes no, because we all probably do it to a certain degree out there. Uh, at times, of course, the person's new, so we kind of feel like maybe we have to manage them and watch them a little bit more, you know. But if it continues on and it really gets bad, like it gets down to the don't do anything without talking to me. Go do this step and this step alone only. You do not do anything else. Then you come back and talk to me. Now we really got to that micro, uh, that micro management level. Then we also want to have a system where the people can make these independent decisions without us. So I know that as safety professionals, we feel really good about reducing hazards and all that stuff. But at some point in time, we go home. So the people, and most of the time, it's a we work on first shift. So what about the folks on second and third shift, right? I mean, so let's not build a system around us where we have to really manage folks, arm them, give them the very best tools that they can, coach them, help them, all that kind of stuff, and then let them be. You know, let's say for the sake of argument that in this example, they're supposed to go into a confined space and they're supposed to inspect the inside of a process vessel. and you said, hey, here's the conditions for the confined space, and you go over all your conditions, you do the permit, you do all that kind of stuff, then they have that information, right? Let them go do that task. Now, if you feel like it's so hazardous that literally no matter what, you have to be there. You have to be the supervisor. You can't ever be anywhere else. You've got to be like literally right outside that confined space. You know, that means that we may not have done a good job of training our folks. If we really can't let folks go, that doesn't mean that you don't train them, but if we really can't let it go, and say, you got this, you go do this stuff. Obviously, I'm here to help, so don't feel like the task is you get it done under any circumstance, of course. Um, so that's it for today's episode. I just want us all to go back and kind of think of, are we micromanaging our workforce out there, and is it the same for all the employees, or is it that for some we have less trust in them? And of course, I hate to use trust because that kind of means that they've done something to lose trust. But maybe it's they're new, they're trained in the experience, everything else out there. So with that, let's call it a day. Episode number 254 is complete. We talked about micromanagement today. Do everything you can not to do this. And of course, this is my own personal view, of course, out there then. So I want folks to be trained. Go do exactly what you got to get done. You do it safely, of course, obviously, and all that stuff. I should never have to micromanage any situation that's out there. With that, let's call it a day. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. David Ayers. Have a safe day.